Guys, I'm gonna show you this trade. I'm in it on gold right now. We'll see what happens. It's looking beautiful. So what I see here is we're coming off a full structure. I got all my confluences here. I'm going to be targeting. Let me clean up some of this noise. I'm gonna be targeting this low down here. Right down here, because I see another push up down there. But we should get some nice, beautiful downside to there. Rollovers happening in about 5 minutes, so I'm just gonna fucking hold it. I have a nice fat stop, so I don't really give a fuck. And yeah, guys, I'm gonna make this YouTube video for you guys now. Let's hop right in. I'm gonna show you a simple strategy you guys can be using. So you guys gotta stop overcomplicating trading. It's not hard. It's just the biggest three factors is your fucking discipline, fucking risk management, and on top of that, psychology. So if you can master these three things and you get your chart time in, I promise you guys, you will do just fine. And it's just about showing up every single day, putting in the work, and guys, your time will come. I'm just a testament. If I can do this, you guys can do this too. There's no excuse. And yeah, guys, let's hop right into the charts. Okay, guys, let's hop right into it. I'm gonna show you guys a simple strategy. You guys can be making like $10,000 a month if you guys do this properly. Just I'm gonna show you how it is. It's a simple trend continuation setup. So basically, how it works is during New York. Usually, when I trade, what we'll be doing is we'll just be catching an M15, M5, M1, continuing our entries, and yeah, it's simple. Let's hop right into the charts. I'm gonna show you guys. So I'm gonna pop up my results right here, here, and here. Just last week, let alone, I made $7,000 with my 300K in capital of funding. I got around another 400 or 500K. I'm pushing in challenges right now, so I'm scaling aggressively. Because guys, time's money. The quicker you guys can get these accounts, the quicker you can make that bread. And at the end of the day, you guys are gonna be dead one day. So fucking go full force, make that bread, and get that shit going. So I'm gonna be giving you guys some value here. Let me make this shit tinier. So what I was looking for on the charts here is, I get this shit replayed pretty far back. I'm just gonna show you some nice examples. Whenever we're looking at a trend, guys, I'm gonna make it a nice quick 10-15 minute video. I'm gonna be giving you guys the sauce. So when we look for a trade, we always want to continue the trend. And we just want to make higher highs, higher lows in a bullish sentiment. So this here will be your higher high, this will be your higher low, higher high, so on, and you carry on until from this range, from this low to this established high. If we break it, now this is your new lower low, lower high, and so on. So let's get that out of the way. Basic. If you guys need to understand that, there's plenty of videos. I'm not trying to teach a beginner. I'm just trying to show those people who are more intermediate or have a basic trading, understanding or knowledge. So let's go here. Let's look at this. So if we look at price as right now, I usually use this indicator. I'm not going to give the settings, but I mean, you can really just go on indicators, search up anything. You can search up sessions. There's so many different ones. Just have some session indicator that shows you guys, London, New York, pre-NY, Asia. That's all you need to see. You can see here, this is Frankfurt, this, or whatever you want to call it, pre-London. This is London. The blue is pre-NY. My purple is my New York. So I usually typically like to trade this time period here. I like to, get up in the morning. Some nights I'll take a London trade, set a limit, fucking go to bed, whatever, blah, blah, blah. But I like to trade around 5 to like 6 a.m. my time in Vancouver, Canada. That's when I like to, hop on the charts, make my bread, whatever, and just rinse repeat, boys. But yeah, let's look here. So all this is when I mark my demand and supplies. I learned this stuff from Signal King. I just seen some of his short reels and stuff, and I applied it to all my different confluences. I just use it as an entry model for extra, confirmation and stuff. So rest in peace to FX Jordan if you guys knew him. Let's carry his legacy. But yeah, prayers to him, man. He was a good guy, a real trader, and yeah, it's sad to see him go so early. But right here, you guys can see the way we're trading this is we're going to be taking entries. Look, we already know what happens here, of course. But the way we're going to be taking entries is we're going to be continuing. So the way we mark our supply and demand is, you see here, this is your bullish run. The one candle before, so your contrary candle would be this one right here, because this is our bullish run. These are bearish candles, the gray versus white. Whatever you guys use blue, red, I don't fucking know. But anyway, you get what I'm saying. So the way I like to mark it, I like to lock it right to the wick, right to the body. Let's say we're doing a supply here. I would just mark that one. That's our fucking bullish candle. When we get the bearish run, just mark H1 supply. So this could be an overall target. You guys can use these targets. You can mark, you know, this one's already mitigated. You got, what I mean by mitigated is, look, price created this supply, pushed, it already retested it, mitigated, okay? Came up, mitigate again, whatever, then dropped. But our next one would be, you guys can see, I'm not going to mark them all because, fuck it, I'm just trying to keep this quick, give you guys some sauce quickly. That'd be your next one. This could be another one. You get what I mean? They're just all overall targets, and vice versa. You could set it, if you're looking for sells, you go to your next one down here. Same shit and so on. Look, you got this 1 hour target. What I like to do is I like to mark my 4 hour and 1 hour targets above, whether I'm buying, or below, whether I'm selling. And that way I have my, yeah, and it's just great to have for your overall fucking targets. So that's one thing I like to do. Yeah, let's see what else we got here. Okay, now let's hop here and let's just look. You guys already saw, you guys literally can do your 1 hour. Then you can go on your 15 if you want to be more precise. See that one already pulled, that was mitigated, that was mitigated. This one here is your most recent. Then you go on the 5 minute. And you guys can see here which one's in confluence. That one's not mitigated. But I like to do the ones all in confluence. So that one's already mitigated. Let's do the same one, right on the same M15. So this is where you come down. Do I want to take my entry off the H1, M15? If they're in confluence, they're tighter, nice and close is what I'm, saying. The closer they are, the better, okay? But let's say you, imagine this was your M5. You had an M1 here. You had your H1 all the way up here. I'd be taking best price down here for sure. Because if we took entry here, think about it. If you take entry here, yeah, it might get tapped, but majority of the times, what if it just sweeps down here? Just wait for best price or no price. There's trades every fucking day. So you guys got to learn to be patient and be consistent. If you guys want to be profitable, just wait, be patient. It's not fucking hard. But yeah, let me just delete all this shit for you. Okay, so yeah, in this case, these two are close. I'll take my entry there. Cover that low, whatever, 25 pip in that case. Overall, you could target your H1 up here, so we know what palms. Look at that. Boom, volume in, and overall long-term target. I obviously would already probably TP'd right at that supply. Look at that M15 right there. Now price might drop. Boom. You get it? TP hit. Look at that. And right at that H1 target, you get a reaction. So that's how you know it was a good overall target. What you can see here is too, look at this, watch. I guarantee we just continued off another. You look here, let's say you marked, you see how this is already mitigated, retraced into it? I like to go refined in my smaller time frame. And if we look here, let's get rid of that noise. Now it's already a TP. That's mitigated, that's mitigated, that's mitigated. So that would have been our M15, okay? Let's go on the 5 minute. Let's really refine these entries, really get it fucking precise. And look at that. That M5 was mitigated, had it up there. So I would put my M5 here if I'm being honest. And then let's see if the 1 minute had some sauce in there. Yeah, look at this. That's mitigated. Look at that. Look how it just pulled into the zone. You guys can see how precise these are. Price came here, came a little deeper. Obviously, you're going to cover probably the most low. Either this low, being aggressive, or this low to be safe with your stop loss. So you wouldn't find either fucking way. But in this case now, I'm just saying for this long here, you see. But right here, this will be your H1. Or I mean, 1 minute, my bad. And look at that. You guys would have took your entry, probably a pip above because sometimes it manipulates. You would have covered your low right there. And your next overall target would probably be, you can use 15-minute targets if you want to be very precise. Look at this M15 supply here. Almost tap. Look at the volume every time it comes close. That's how you know this is a very strong untapped zone. So to be honest, that would be a nice overall target there. You really don't need that much RR, guys. Like, that's a 4R, 2, 3 R's valid. Even some people 1 R's are profitable. It just depends how you are as a trader. And let's see if this gets smashed. Palms, palms. Coming off that supply. Let it just play out. I mean, anyway, you know, you're going to either hit targets and you're going to dump. It's part of trading. But yeah, fuck this. I would not held this. I would honestly just target this H1 overall. That was my long-term target. Now that we are coming off a 1 hour supply, we can, you know, next demand that we're going to target maybe. Where's your next untapped 1 hour demand? That one's already been mitigated. So if price doesn't want to fall, this is your next, and I can guarantee this will happen. So 2-1 things here we can decide. Either price is going to come up here, take that M15, hold this H1, and we're going to pump down, dump to this H1 demand before continuing up. It's kind of just like ping pong. It just goes off these supply and demand zones, you know, just back and forth. So you just got to be able to catch them, find them, refine them. And yo, let's see what the fuck. Yeah, look at that. Beautiful. Boom. M15. Overall target. The fuck was that? Some news event. And look, you actually, look, if you marked up then your next H1 demand, target taken. And yes, you guys get what I'm saying. So now that we know that, we know where price wants to go overall. We can find our targets. We know how to cover our stop losses because we just cover high low. Just continue. Like, look, I can find a lot more examples. Let me just fucking delete all this. Why did you not delete? Boom. Okay. Understood. Now let's just continue what price is doing. Look, you can maybe say, look, I'm just gonna do zones now, make it easier. This could be a 1 hour supply up here. That's our next target. We know if we fall, we have this 1 hour demand. So we're kind of in this range right now. This is shit I usually do not like to trade, but you know how it is. And you could be like, fuck, all right, our next 1 hour demand. Or no, we're on the 2 hour, my bad. Let me hop down to the 1 hour so it's more precise. Same zone anyway, so it didn't matter. And your most recent would be that one. Look how it missed it. Look at the volume coming off every time. So overall, we kind of missed. So I'd say we're probably going to push here before continuing back down. Or in this case, this will come here. Sweep that low, that low, that low, and then maybe keep pumping. We can never predict what the fuck's going to happen. We just make assumptions and we just make biased and predictions. The market will do what it's going to do. We cannot print the candles. I wish, or I'd be rich as fuck right now, but same as you guys too. So let's look here. So 1 hour demand's there. Fuck no, that shit's marked wrong because it was a 2 hour. That'd be your 1 hour. Your 15-minute in confluence. That one I'd say mitigated. That'd be your next one. So you could say, fuck it, taking entries here. Cover that low to be safe. I know it's 34 pips. I know it's not a realistic stop, but guys, you gotta realize I'd target that M15. Yep. So let's see what the fuck happens. Oh shit, this is live price action. So this is what I'm actually predicting to see. You guys would get what I'm saying. Let's do one short example to engrave it in your brain. And yeah, guys. See, I know it's shorting, but I'm just showing you guys simple examples because I'm trying to make this quick and give sauce out. We can see here, look, we are continuing up, blah, 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 came here, we broke that low, now we're bearish. So now we need to predict from that area to this low, where's an area in here where confluence will tell us that we could go short. And to find all that, I'll show you guys the key, the sauce to this is right here. Proofs in the pudding, boys. Fucking look. We're at an M15, okay? This is precision at its finest. I usually use my M15, M5, M1 for entries. I use my 1 hour, 4 hour daily zones for long-term targets for my TPs to kind of know, you know, if it breaks this, you know, we could go here next. Or it just makes it very simple, guys. You don't need to overcomplicate trading. You got your M5. And we got their fucking M1. Look at this. I'm gonna show you some precision. Look at that H1. Guys, like if this isn't, you know, I didn't even know I was gonna take it. I knew it was gonna drop, but not like take it like that. Look, guys, to the fucking, you know what I mean? Realistically, if you take entries, I always put them just a little above because in this case, if you put it right there, you would have got manipulated, missed entry, you would have been fucking pissed. So always do something like that, okay? And yeah, guys. So we got our M1. What do we have? I'm not using that one. M15, M5. I'd use this one. I know you can put one here. This will be your next target, the next one it takes, but I'm just going to keep them in confluence. You see the 5 minute, 1 minute are pretty on spot. I'm going to take entry at this M15 in case it drops. Cover that high because this could just be a sweep and that high will be covered. 41 pips, I understand, guys, but your next target could be this H1 demand for first target. I love it because everyone's going to expect buys still with the momentum. We'll sweep these lows out, so these buyers here are going to get trapped. Tap here, maybe you continue there to your next supply way above. I don't fucking know. Not going to refine that much shit, but you get the point. Set my bias, set my targets a little before, and let's watch what happens. Boom, look at that. As soon as price comes around this 1 hour demand zone, you can kind of see price fucking around. Perfect execution. And guys, I know it's a 41 pip. I know you fucking ICT scalpers, but guys, you got to realize if this is a 200K funded, you take this on. You run the numbers, boys. Like fucking 1% of a 200K, let's see, you risk 2,000 and you're getting fucking 2.47R. That's like, just a sec, let me calculate that. 2,000. Yeah, just a sec, guys. So 2,000 times 2.47R. Yeah, guys, that's like, you know what I mean? You can't be a greedy bitch, bro. Like, at the end of the day, that is fucking, 49.40. Say you keep 80%, you're probably gonna bet like 4,300 USD dollars. So I'm in Canada, so conversion rates, fuck Trump. I respect the guy, he makes me money, but getting paid out in USD in Canada, it's fucking nice for my Canadian traders out there. But guys, like, stop being fucking greedy. That's $5 grand. Someone flipping burgers at McDonald's has to work so fucking hard, and they're not even making that. You guys can be fucking jerking off your desk, fucking drinking beer, smoking, and you tap a button. You guys fucking print that bread, bro. So, excuse my language, but guys, that's just the fucking reality of trading. If you take that on a 400K funded, vice versa, now you make like 9K, guys. It's just simple. It's a capital gain. I hope you guys took value from this. If you guys have any questions, I'm going to start really fucking firing up this content, boys, because I heard you guys been loving it. I've been getting a lot of DMs saying, yo, drop this, drop this. This video here was a very requested one. And yeah, this strategy, guys, you can just fucking call it this. You can call it the fucking trend. No, just call it demand and supplies, ping pong. I like calling it ping pong because we're literally ping ponging off, this H1 demand to go now to our next 1 hour supply that may be up here. Let me just do this for example. Let's see our next 1 hour supply. We're actually at 1 right now. Right fucking there. So we got this one. You can go in the 4 hour too. You want to be precise. See where your 4 hour, 1 hours are in confluence. But yeah, watch this. No, in this case, price takes it and fucking rejects it again. But you get the point. That's just the power of trading. If you didn't break even, held your trade. Look, took the M15 again, look at the volume. And then we absolutely cooked all these. And yeah, guys, that's the power of trading. If you guys aren't, follow my Instagram. I'm fucking getting active on there, boys. Trying to grow that shit. And yeah, guys, I hope you took value. And yeah, guys, you guys ever have any questions, just DM me. I'll help you out, boys. Ladies, who the fuck's watching this shit? But yeah, peace out.